And here we go for another stream. It is Friday. I think we are officially announcing the weekend now, aren't we? It's 1 p.m. UK time. After all, welcome in wherever you are in the world. If you're watching the vlog back later, thank you very much for that. You know, we're getting, well, a good couple of hundred of people going back and watching every 2-hour stream. It's a fabulous, fabulous little tonic. Thank you very much for that. We have got much to get through this afternoon. Form has almost been season ending. I decided to go on a little run. I played some games off stream. I really wish that I hadn't. This season is now well into the cut and thrust of it. We've probably only got about 20 games left of the campaign, and it's not been going well until a little resurgence. And Neil, we're going to need to have a little talk about our resurgence, but we've got plenty more than FM this afternoon. There will be all the fun and frolics of our chase towards the playoffs, but we've also got a lovely little halftime talk where we can get everybody's opinions on a little bit of football nostalgia, as we always like to do on a Friday, and we've got plenty more to chat about as well. Let's see who's with us already. Neil Bathgate, first in. Neil. We're going to be returning to one of your comments from the last stream, Neil. Lobes is in, the King of New York State. Thank you very much for joining us, Lobes. We've also got Isaac Lockett in. Fabulous to see young Isaac with us. He's dragging down the average age of the stream, and we thank him for that. Hopefully, your afternoon working from home is going well, Isaac. We hope that we'll be able to bring you a little bit of entertainment as we hurtle our way towards Friday evening. KD3 is with us, everybody's favourite Legia Warsaw supporter. And we've got Talis with us. Of course we have. I'm well, Talis, but that doesn't matter. More importantly, how is your good self? How is the beautiful county of Kent? Who are the Jills up against this weekend? Let me know everything that I need to be familiarised with. Mattia joins us from Bologna, AC Milan this weekend. Mattia, what are they up to? And Eric Van Thiel is with us. Good morning to our friend in Texas. So, I think we need to launch into the game here and show you the state of play. So, here's the league table. We are currently sitting 9th in it. But look, we're only 3 points off the playoffs, which, by the way, 2 games ago was unthinkable. The teams above us have had a little bit of a wobble, thanks in part to us beating one of them. We're not in the playoffs yet. We've lost 10 games already this season out of the 28 that we've contested. But if we could have the mother of all streams today, I mean a really good run of form, you never know, we could end today's stream back in the playoff hunt, because just a few games ago I thought it was an absolute non-starter. Nathan Marsh, you scoundrel of a human being, you has become a channel member, a member of the Llama army no less. Nathan, your generosity knows no bounds. I can't believe that people, well, want to support this absolute nonsense and folly, but I'm mighty appreciative that you do. Now, Nathan, welcome in. Hope you're having a fabulous Friday. Talis is good. Trying to wake up. Talis. It's 1 p.m. Jills are facing AFC Wimbledon, Talis. There could be some Wimbledon fans in the stream later on. The Jills did lose Ollie Lee due to health reasons. Ollie Lee, is that the son of Rob Lee, former Newcastle and Charlton player? Is my memory correct there? Junior joins us from Northern Ireland. Are Newry City in action this weekend, Junior? Please let us know. Anyway, let's show you the run of form, shall we? Let's not dilly-dally around. We left off last stream with a new formation that we'd all helped pitch in and design. It had got us a 5-0 win. Well, to begin with, it got us a 2-1 loss to a team that are mainly greyed out players. But then we got a 5-0 win, then a 1-1 draw, and then a 1-0 defeat to a Carshalton side who, well, just remember, we could have joined rather than Kingstonian. So this was a bit of a grudge match. and we lost it. So I went to tweaking, and I tweaked my way to a 4-0 victory, but then the tweaks produced 2-1-1 draws. So I tweaked again, and the tweaks made me suffered defeat. So I tweaked again, and we got back-to-back wins, and then draws and a defeat. So I naturally, tweaked again, and we exited the FA trophy. So I tweaked again, and we got royally spanked 4-1 by Wealdstone. So I tweaked again, and we at least kept a clean sheet. And they have been like unicorns for us this season. And then we got another clean sheet and a win. And then we took on a team who are actually in the playoffs and above us, and we were 3-0 up and gave away a couple of soft goals, but we were looking good. So Neil, the tweaker man. But what have we tweaked to, Neil? That is the question. What is this new, exciting, dynamic system of the future that we have revolutionised football with, Neil? Talis is back with us. Ollie Lee, the son of Rob Lee. I thought he was, Talis, but has sadly had to retire due to struggles with arthritis. Goodness me, that is very sad. The United City is with us. If there is ever a more exciting person to join us on stream than the United City FM, I am yet to see them. Welcome in, Kev.
Afternoon, everybody.
Fabulous to see you. I guess you're going live yourself in a couple of hours, aren't you, Kev? As Matty, you didn't need to do that, you generous human being. Another addition to the Llama army. We're growing in numbers now, people. I think we're over 30 now. Matty, you are incredibly generous. That's very, very kind of you to join the Llama army. Hopefully, we can reward you with a good stream this afternoon. Got No Game is with us. Good afternoon from the Emerald Isle. I hope you're very well, Got No Game. Let us know how life is over in Ireland this afternoon. Junior is away to Glenarvan tomorrow. Won 5-1 at their place earlier in the season. So we've got to be confident then, haven't we? And Craig Cochran, Craig, you absolute scoundrel, you. Welcome in on a Friday afternoon. Neil, is it an asymmetric 3-1-2-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1? Well, it's not quite, Neil. Let's introduce you to this, and this will rock your tactical socks. Here we go, Neil, and you did preempt it. We spent 25 minutes as a stream community building a tactic that's perfect for our players last stream. And you said, I'll give it till 30 minutes until we hit the 4-4-2. Well, Neil, I wish we had hit it after 30 minutes, because literally for the last 10, 12 games, we've been around the proverbial houses, tweaking and testing out all kinds of different formations. I mean, some of them were experimental. I mean, look at that. 2 right backs. That got us knocked out of the FA trophy. So we've tried it all, Neil. And then out of desperation and frustration and all kinds of other words that end in ation, perspiration, we've decided to go back to the old faithful. It's like a siren that just beckons me towards the rocks. It's like the girl that keeps cheating on you, but you still go back to the 4-4-2, a fickle mistress of a formation. I can't help but be drawn back to it. Blissett is back in the side as the battering ram, 6'5" jumping reach of 17. Centre forward, the physicals, but he's got a good strike partner now. Harrison Thompson, 12 in 18. Will he sign a new contract for next season? Will he Hecker's life? Kev, rumour of a live stream later, but for now, getting your fix of everything Llama, it's like chewing gum, Kev. The taste wears off very quickly. Neil, impressed with this, are you? Thank you. Upstairs for the thinking. Got No Game, all good in Ireland. Fingers crossed for the new tactic success. Well, tactical success. It looked mighty fine against a Hayes and Yedding side that are no great shakes in the league table, but were top of the form table, and we were in 22nd. And look good. XG of 2.44. Good performances from all of the midfielders, including the wingers, and good performances from the fullbacks as well. There may be, by the way, okay, confession time. There may be some new names in this starting lineup that you're not familiar with. Have I brought in yet more players? Yes. Yes, I have. Let's show you what we've done. In fact, first, let's show you the squad. In particular, look at this column for the acceleration that our players have. I have desperately tried to quicken up our back line because we were being beaten repeatedly with balls over the top. Strikers were racing past our defence, going through unchallenged, scoring, meaning that we were having to come behind in games. It was a whole thing. So we've tried to quicken it up. One of the players we've brought in to do that is Raheem Shackelford. Look how well he's training, by the way. I mean, what a day to be releasing videos on the manager's seat about your training regimes when you can produce results as good as this. But he is very, very quick with pace of 13 and acceleration of 13. A good right back, I hear you cry. Well, perhaps an even better right back is Will Greenwich. Pace of 13, acceleration of, deep breaths everybody, 15, no less. However, I'm playing him as a centre-half currently, so we've got that real pace and acceleration at the heart of the defence. He's on a cover duty, just trying to, mop up behind his error-prone defensive partner. Long-term, though, crossing a 12. Look at him for a potential overlapping right full back. And we've not stopped there. I've also brought in a new midfielder, one we had on trial during the last stream. Here is Wesley Fonguk. He's playing as a deep-lying playmaker, don't you know, with his passing of 11 and vision of 12. And is doing very nicely. So, this is what we're going to be using for today's stream. No more signings, no more tactical tinkering for at least the first half of the first game. Neil, thank you. I did hold out for a long time. Nathan, thank you again for joining as a channel member. Welcome in, Greedo. Pep standards of revolutionary. 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and wait for it, Greedo. Wait for it, Greedo. A brace of forwards as well. Pokes is with us this afternoon. Every visit we get from Pokes is an absolute joy. Welcome in, sir.
Evening, everybody.
What else have we got? Callum Hayes is with us this afternoon. Callum, you hero of a Man U and another member of the channel member crew. Welcome in, Cal.
Evening, everybody.
What better time, by the way, to jump into the club info screen and look at what our friend Callum Hayes can do when he is designing kits. The faded redness of the horizontal hoops. It's a chef's kiss of a joy to behold, Callum. Thank you very much for these. Cal, the plan is that we try and get ourselves into the playoffs, get ourselves promoted, and potentially get ourselves a new club in the summer so that we can start to climb the ladder. We might be calling on you for more kits when the time comes. Who else have we got with us this afternoon? We've got Gantavia. Yo yourself, Gantavia. Let us know where in the world you are, who in the world you support, and what in the world you're planning to do with your lovely weekend. Stephen Taylor is with us as well. Welcome in, Stephen. And the United City, you have that Friday feeling. Wins are a-coming, Kev. Well, Kev, here we go. Today we are taking on no less than the side that are bottom of the table in the form of Cheshunt. 24th. Let's check out their form. Hopefully, it's terrible. All right, it's not terrible. They've not conceded in 2 games, but before that, they did have 3 defeats in a row. So hopefully, we can get one over on them as we're on a roll this afternoon. If we were over on the other brand, I think we'd be in the midst of a hype train. Here we are. Well, we're up to 3 new channel members this afternoon, and that fabulous human being, everybody's favourite man from old Kentish town, Talis89, has jumped in and joined the Llama army. That is generosity way beyond what I deserve, Talis. You're a beautiful human being for that, and I thank you kindly as we welcome in Stephen Taylor from Spokane, Washington. What's that saying about Spokane? Something about horses on the loom? Is that a Spokane thing, Stephen? I'm robbing that from an episode of Frasier. Stephen, depending on your vintage, you've probably never even heard of the TV show Frasier. I'm sure there was an episode set in Spokane there. Hope life is well in your neck of the woods. It's got to be, by the way. Very early in the morning, hasn't it, Stephen, in Spokane? Never heard that. Okay, so it's clearly something that I've made up myself, Stephen. Just smile and then ignore it. And we'll move on to the next badly intended reference. So, we are up against bottom of the table this afternoon, Kev, in our search of wins. By the way, we bounced straight from that game into another home tie against Dulwich Hamlet, who are top of the table. And we never, ever win, so... Okay, we'll see how we go in our quest for wins. The big problem we've got today, though, is the run of games we are on. It means that they're coming thick and they're coming fast. And we've got some tired players, so we're going to have to rotate a little, and that never goes well. We're going to be bringing in somebody to deputise for Shackleford. We're going to need to get Wesley Fungook out of the side as well. Arthur Penny's going to jump in there, but he cannot be a deep line playmaker, so they're going to have to be rotated. And then I think the rest of them are just going to have to grin and bear it, even though they're in need of a rest. Let's see if we can keep this little mini revival going well. 5:17 a.m. local time, Stephen. That is an ungodly hour. If ever there was one, I am touched that you choose to spend it with us. As behave now, Simon. Simon, already one of our top tier patrons and an absolute gift when it comes to researching save ideas videos. Simon now also joins up as a member of the Llama army. You are far too kind, Simon, and, well, you're far too generous with your time as well as your money. Thank you very much for signing up to be a member of the Llama army, and welcome in, by the way, Simon. Let us know who Yeovil are up against this weekend. Is it a tricky away tie? Or is it a home game at Whoish Park for your boys? We're going to kick off. As we realise, by the way, that I stream next to a radiator. I've been complaining about the cold all morning, and Mrs. Llama has promptly put the heating on and then gone out. And it's warm now. It's warm. I may need to run down and turn the thermostat down very shortly. We will see about that. What else? Dark Admiral. Stop it now. Stop it. Everybody's favourite Yorkshire-based Leeds fan has now signed up as a channel member. This is getting rather quite humbling now. I feel like Halle Berry at the Oscars. You're all far too kind. As we create our first chance of the game, and you saw Blissett and Thompson linking up very well. Dark Admiral, you are far too generous. Thank you very much for that. It is always hugely appreciated and never taken for granted. The fact that anybody tunes in to this nonsense, never mind wants to support it, is just incredibly humbling. Thank you very much. As we're in, and Tomo's had an effort. That one probably should have hit the back of the net. 3 shots, 3 on target. We're pressing well. Halfway through the first half. This is looking good. Here is Half a Penny, by the way. Half a Penny. He had a go there, Neil, didn't he? Your favourite player. Simon, they're all tricky thighs. Mattia, believe. We are believing, Mattia. We are believing. Thank you very much. Simon Thornley, away at York, the Y derby, Yeovil versus York, could be. Talis, always appreciate the fun and informative. Which ones have you been watching, Talis? I must have missed those. So it's a small, look, you're far too kind, as is, by the way, Don't score, please. Thank you. As is, what have I just missed here? What have I just missed? GX Lobes. Board member, no less, GX Lobes. Goodness me. I mean, that, again, is... It's incredibly generous. I mean, I really am starting to get a little misty-eyed. You're all being incredibly kind on a Friday. This is... Have we started drinking already? For Lobes, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. He can't be drinking. He just must be the most generous person in Albany as we go 1-0 up and Tomo is on a fabulous little goal-scoring run. Long may that continue. McGlinchey to bliss it on to Tomo in behind their defence. His third effort of the game. Inks it over the keeper. Hits the back of the net. That goal is for you, GX Lobes. Thank you for becoming, our 5th member of the stream? Incredible. These are halcyon days. Not seen anything like it. We're 1-0 up at the break. Dark Admiral's in the chat. Worth every penny. You deliver great entertainment. Ooh. Pressure's on now, Dark Admiral, isn't it? I'm going to have to be doubly eloquent this afternoon. Nathan, the team can sense the love. I think they can, Nathan. It's in the air. I'm pleased. I hate this, by the way. This halftime team talk of pleased with the number of shots we've taken. I don't like that at all. I would rather just warn against complacency because we need a second goal. Everybody's playing reasonably well. Remember, I've made a couple of tweaks to the lineup for this. Bailey Brown's on a 6.6. We'll put that in the sub-optimal category. We have got Fongook on the bench if we need to bring on his little dancing feet as magic. Mattia, thanks to you and the community. It's a nice little community, isn't it? I mean, it's a Friday lunchtime. I guess it's 20 past 2 over in Bologna for you, Mattia. We're hurtling our way towards the weekend. It's nice to welcome it in with friends, isn't it? I do look forward to these little streams, you know. We've got so many regulars in the chat and new people discovering us that then join in with the conversation. I love these little streams. They are an oasis in my week. As I said, we needed a second goal. I warned the team against complacency. And now bottom of the table have got him behind Bailey Brown, by the way. It's behind Bales. Look, there he is. There he is. No. I mean, that is a player who is 6'5" with a jumping reach of 16. No. Big winter update coming in Football Manager, by the way. It's close. I think it's within the next week. They've got to sort out the routine element of defenders just jumping underneath the ball, haven't they? Come on, close him down. Let's win it back. We've got plenty of time left to win this game. McGlinchey, who has been an absolute warrior, by the way. Absolute warrior. But we still lost possession of the ball, and they've got him behind Bailey Brown again. Brown mops up. We've still not got the ball, though. And they've gone in behind Bailey Brown again. They're in behind him again. Oh, for twice they've got him behind Bailey Brown. That one's disallowed, but it's a carbon copy. Look, he's behind you, Bales. It's pantomime time. He's behind you. Goodness me. Okay, we got off with one there. What else have we got here? No. Greeno. You need to be saving your money for the magic bags, don't you, Greeno? Again, thank you very much for your generosity. The finest man in Wessex has signed up to be part of the Llama army. This is incredible. Maybe removing tighter marking could help for the balls over the top. We'll look into that, Mattia. We'll look into that. Is that a thing? Here's our right winger, Al Husseini. We're about to get the lead back here. Here's Bradders. I think we're going to bring some subs on as well. We're in. Tomo. Square it, Tomo. Don't listen to me, Tomo. You hit it, son. If you're feeling like you can beat the keeper from that kind of angle, ignore the gaffer. Tomo, that's an important goal. Bradders. Drifts in field. There's the new man, Greenidge. to Tomo. You don't shoot from there, but you do. You do if you're Thompson, and he's lashed it past the keeper. We're back in the lead. Let's have a look at what we can do. Arthur Penny, sorry, Neil. Arthur Penny's not playing well, but he's a lot fitter than the others. So, what do we do from here? What do we do? Let's catch up on the chat first of all. It was a good finish, Mattia, wasn't it? We needed that one. Greeno, it's a pleasure. Always a joy to tune in, even if just to make you feel better about your own saves. By the way, Greeno, in all of my tactical tweaking, we played a 5-2-3 with 2 wide men. And, well, I don't know how you've got that working. I gave it a good 40 minutes and didn't see anything in that system for us. Lobes, or you could even have the defenders drop off more. Drop off, you say. I'm now, with our better paced back line, playing a higher defensive line, don't you know? Let me know what you think, Lobes. Would dropping off with a higher line kind of, I don't know, is that contradictory in my instructions? I'm not sure. By the way, I'm comfortable with this higher line now, given the pace we've got in the side. Because even when we play on the edge of our own 6-yard box, our players still jump underneath the ball. So we're giving this a go. Rugio's in as well. Afternoon, how is well, look, Rugio, never mind how we are. How is your good self? I don't think we've ever established, Rugio, where exactly in the world you are beaming in from when you join these streams. Thank you very much for spending your Friday afternoon with us. Where are you from? What is life like in your part of the world? Rugio, which team do you follow? Let us know down in the chat if you have time. If you're busy working from home, then mom's the word. Lobes, that might be a bit contradictory. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, we've got it in the back pocket, haven't we? Mattia, you don't have FM23. There is no option for tighter marking. No, there isn't. I think you can put it on each player, Mattia. So if I was to go into Bailey Brown's instructions, I can put mark tighter on the position on Bailey Brown. But people, I don't know, people are saying maybe go less often. I don't know. Confused, Mattia. I don't know what to do. Don't get me tweaking tactics again, by the way. Come on. Surely we've had enough of this. What changes do we want to make? I want to get the Fongook on. Arthur Penny is not playing well, but is fitter than McGlinchey. So McGlinchey's going to have the rest. Daniel's over on the left wing. We don't have anybody that can sub in for him. Blissett not playing that well. Let's get Darlington on. Greenidge really needs to come off as well. That's the other change that I think we should probably be making. Let's see if we're still 2-1 up on 80 minutes. Or on 70 minutes for that matter, because here they come again. Greenidge playing that cover duty. Look at him just mopping up behind the defence. Like that a lot. It feels like a long game, by the way. We're on the only key highlights. This is not going to be a highlight for us, is it? Don't do anything silly here, Rafe. Don't do anything silly. Darlington. That's a bad flick on by Darling. Oh, they're in behind us again, aren't they? Nah, you're not scoring from there. Not scoring from there. What else we got? Kev. What's the shortest time you've ever given? Kev. Do I have to answer that? Come on, Tomo. Hat-trick's on. Okay. Kev. Into the tactics. No. If I could show you the run of form, Kev. In fact, I'll try and show you after this game. We'll go into the run of form. We'll click on each game and we'll have a look at the tactic I'm playing. Oh, Greenidge. Yes. Sponsored by Greeno Eats. There he is. Oh, glad I didn't take him off now. He's powered ahead of home. 3-1 up. Kev, when we have a look at the run of form, I'll show you the formations we've been playing. I'm pretty sure it changes most games. And not tweaks here, Kev. We're talking wild swings in tactical opinions. I'm not one that likes to let a system bed in. if it ain't working after 30 minutes, Kev, I'll redesign something else on the hoof. And I was, by the way. I was watching games on full highlights. We were into 2D mode. I was tweaking on the regular. I reckon the shortest, Green, I think I've done tactics that have only lasted 10 minutes before. When you know, Kev, don't you? Don't let him in. That's fine. Not scoring from there. Lobes, working. Come on, Lobes. You're busy out there in Albany, aren't you? Let's pause. Let's get Greenwich off. Starting to tire. Let's get Caninda on. I don't think you can play a cover duty, so step up, my boy. Step up. There we go. Let's just kill this game off. Tempo and time wasting. Here we go. What do we got? Rugio. Very well. You're tuning in from a cloudy Norfolk, and you are a chairboy, are you? Oh, commiserations to chairboy fans. I was devastated to hear the news that Ainsworth has finally moved on to pastures new. I love the fact that he'd shown such loyalty, but I guess Ainsworth's a former QPR player, isn't he? So he felt the pull. Ah, such a shame. Well, welcome in, Rugio, from cloudy Norfolk. What a beautiful part of the world, by the way. Junior, what's happening here? Oh, we got a draw, have we, for the, what do they call it these days? The Europa League. Man United versus Real Betis. Roma versus Real Sociedad. Or Arsenal. Oh, no, sorry. So they've not completed the ties and they've already done the draw, are they? Oh, how very UEFA. DJ Droska's in. DJ, remind us where in the world we're from. You're from somewhere beautifully exotic, aren't you? I want to say Angola or Mozambique. Am I making things up, DJ? Where are you watching from? And Darren Taylor is with us. Welcome in, Darren. Fabulous to see you. Who are your Newcastle team in? Oh, forgive me, Darren. Your Newcastle team are not in league action. It's the big one for you this weekend, isn't it? It's the Laureus Karius story arc, isn't it? As he saves a penalty as you lift the League Cup. Joshua Brown, good afternoon. Doth of the cap to you, sir. Welcome in. By the way, Joshua Brown, I saw as we were finishing the last stream, you said, should we have a chat about our favourite border adventure players of all time? Feel free to wax lyrical, Joshua. I can't remember most of them myself. But anyway, Kev, if you're still with us, here we go, Kev. So, you left us around about here, didn't you? Carshalton. So, well, in fact, Kev, sorry, let's start with the Carshalton game. There we are. So, we're playing a 4-3-3 with a DM here, Kev. That's nice. Then we bounce into the Farnborough game. And no, so we've switched now. We're playing the Greeno tactic of the old 5-2-3. Greeno, I said I couldn't get your tactic working. Seems it got us a 4-0 win, Greeno, but there must have been a reason why I ditched it. Maybe it's that Farnborough had 14 shots. What did we play for the Gosport Borough game? Surely we stuck with the tactic. We did. We stuck with the tactic that had got us the 4-0 win. It got us a 1-1 draw. I tell you what, Greeno, gets a heck of an XG, doesn't it? Good heavens. Good heavens. Okay, so it then got us another 1-1 draw against Weymouth. And I'm still playing it, but maybe I'd stopped liking it. Why did I ditch it, Greeno? Why did I ditch it, Greeno? Hold on. Did it cause us to lose to Bath City? No, I'd already decided to ditch it. So, Greeno, here we go. Here's the mind in action here. I switched to a formation that gets us a 4-0 victory against Farnborough. And then backs that up with two solid 1-1 draws. And then I decided to ditch it. So I then swapped to a 4-2-4, Kev. So it's not even like I change tactics when they lose. If it only gets me a win and 2 draws out of a possible 3 games, I move on, Kev. We went back to the 4-2-4, tail between the legs. That got a defeat. So what did we do next against Gloucester City? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh dear, look. So we play a right wing back with nothing in front of them. We play a left back with an inside forward. We play offset strikers. We bought Widders back in, by the way. Widders. Okay. So that didn't work out too well. Oh no, it did. It got us a 2-1 win. So I must have stuck with that formation for the next game. Yes! 2 games running. And then we took on Torquay. There's Torquay in the background there. Quite lovely. Look at that. Brittany Ferries there in the background. Don't know where that's going. Plymouth, maybe. Oh, yeah. Still with the same formation. I tell you what, Kev. We're on a run with this formation, weren't we? Did we keep it for Hungerford? We did. I tell you what. We gave this a bit of time to bed in, didn't we? And then Dartford. What happened against Dartford? That formation got absolutely thumped. So I must have changed it for the next game, did I? Something new for the Billericay match? Yeah, there we go. So, I mean, just look at what we're changing from and to here, Kev. So, against Dartford, we're playing a 4-1-2-1-2 asymmetric. And when that doesn't work, the obvious answer is to then pull everybody back to be defensive midfielders, go for a 4-3-1-1-1. And I'm going to say we probably ditched that for our next game against Chippenham, did we? Well, a little bit, yeah. We're back to a 4-4. We're getting closer to where we are now. 4-4-2, but with 2 DMs. And then... Well, look, we've eventually ended up back at the 4-4-2. So there you are, Kev. It's a magical mystery tour of me just groping around aimlessly looking for a formation that works. There you go. That's how all the greats do it, isn't it, Kev? Kev, I bet you. Just drop this in the chat for me, Kev. How many times in your... I don't know. What are you into your journeyman now? Maybe 5 seasons? 6 seasons? How many times have you changed formation? I did it 6 times in 10 games there. What else have we got there? Told you it was decent. Top of the league with St Albans, Greeno. Well, yeah, got me a 4-0 win and 2 draws. I don't know why I was so against it, Greeno. We'll keep it on the back burner for next season, shall we? Kev, this is absolutely epic. And why we love life. It's madness here, Kev, isn't it? Pokes. No, Pokes. If you've not learnt this by now, Pokes, then we need to get with the programme. We're not trusting the process, Pokes. We trust the process for 20 minutes and then we change it. Junior, although you don't play that... Junior, stop right there. Hold on 1 second. Although I don't play the game, Junior, I would imagine having totally different formations and strategies depending on who you're playing would help. That's what you would... Junior, why aren't you playing the game? I mean... Football Manager needs you, Junior. Get the game, find a tactic that works, and then let me know about it, Junior, because by the time you've done that, well, I'll probably be playing some 3-1-3-1-1, I think. What else we got here? Joshua Brown, just out of shot. There's a 12-sided die. It's got more than 12 sides, Joshua. More than 12 sides. There are no formations left, I think. Kev, 3 or 4 in 3 clubs. Okay. So I would play that many in a month until I stumble upon a 4-4-2 that works. Terry Garrett is with you. Hello. Perfect Friday. Just starting a journeyman save with Ordino in Andorra. Your stream is giving me ideas about tactic building. Well, look. Abort, Terry. Abort. Do the opposite here. If I'm playing positive, you should go cautious. If I'm playing a 4-4-2, you should play a 2-4-4. Just do the opposite. It will serve you well. Tallis usually has 3 formations, but 2 are the same. One an attacking and the other a more defensive variant. Pokes. Can we all take a moment of silence for Junior here, thinking about during this time? Junior, I'm sure he's got his finger hovered over the purchase button there. It's a fabulous way to while away 40 or 50 hours a week, Junior. I fully recommend it. Rook, back from your workout. Just finished mine myself. Yeah. Feeling the burn, Rook. Glad you're here. Did another 12.9 miles. I drove further than that myself this morning, Rook. Glad that you're with us. Happy weekend to you. KD, you don't understand changing the tactics so often. Give them time to get familiar with it. You see, I'm the opposite, KD. I'm the opposite. I think sometimes when I change tactics, it blows the opposition away straight away. And you can just tell you're onto something. It suits the players. I like to change often. I was about to say little and often. I'm not even sure it's little. I just like to change tactics often until I get onto that winning formula. That's just me. That's just me. And after 30 years, well, maybe I should change my ways. We've got a big game against Dulwich coming up, by the way. Hopefully our big players will be back. Tom Lennox, stay away from this game. This is like a bunch of addicts telling a straight-edge kid just one time won't hurt him. Run and hide. Tom, I think you're probably right, I think you're probably right. Joshua Brown, I think picking tactics is slightly easier in Kev's series, which we're all going to watch at 3 p.m, by the way, because you're always at one of each league's strongest clubs. Don't besmirch the good name of Kingstonian here. We are, of course, the league's 8th strongest club. Liam, what leagues have easy registration rules other than Germany, Holland and Ireland? Good question, Liam, and welcome in, Liam, by the way. Let me know who your team have got this weekend. Are they in action? Because I know some Prem teams don't have a game. Easy league registration rules. Good question, Liam. Is Belgium pretty lenient? Is that a thing? Darren suggests Portugal. KD, who knows the Polish league very well, by the way, he suggests the Extraclasa. Villa at Everton away. They are. They've got the Dyche effect at the moment, haven't they? That could be a tough one. Colt Blake is in as well. Welcome in, Colt. You're in your 3rd season with Total Network Solutions. Fabulous. Fabulous. And you're on a run of 56 games unbeaten with a 4-2-4-1. Colt, let me know where the 4 are. Are they in the midfield, central midfield strata? Or are they in the attacking midfield strata? Very interested in that. Dark Admiral, still on your 1st season, and you change all the time. Keep the opposition guessing. Working so far. Leeds are 5th. I read that as Leeds are filth. I thought, why are you insulting your own club? No, Leeds are 5th. Liam, you're off to Crewe Rochdale this weekend with a friend. Liam, hope you have a good time with that. Laz, welcome in, Laz. Portugal, very good for the league rules. There we go. Liam, keep us posted. Mike's in. Oh, Mike. How are we doing, Mike? Forgive me, Mike. We're back on the 4-4-2. Changed it again, Mike. I've changed it. I'm also playing, Mike, you're not going to like this. I'm playing a 4-4-2 with a higher press and a higher line, Mike. And if we go to the opposition instructions, Mike, you're going to tell me off here, Mike. I'm really pressing them, Mike. I'm even going after the centre-backs with a 4-4-2. It defies all logic. Look at who I'm triggering the press on, Mike. It's too much, I know. It's too much. I'm still trying to lock down the central midfield areas, just like you taught me. But now I'm really pressing some of the other players as well. Colt, you've got 4 across the attacking midfield slot, have you? That's interesting. Aidan Pierce is in. Good afternoon, Piercy. Hope you're well. Have you sloped off from your job as a... What are you? Like, you work in banking, Piercy? Is that what I remember? Welcome in, Piercy. Anyway, lovely to see you in. What else have we got in there? God's Intended. Yes, Mike. God's Own Formation. I'm not sure I'm playing it quite like God designed it for, though. DJ, Angola is really very exotic. You're absolutely right. On the coast there, aren't you? Over on north, southeast, over on the east coast of Africa in Angola. I bet you've got some beautiful beaches there. Why did I miss the goalie out, Llama? What in the tactic? Yeah, maybe I should move him somewhere else. Talis, another thing that could be worth a look and maybe trying is looking at the formations used by other teams, then creating one similar can sometimes work nicely. That sounds like a very sophisticated way of playing, Talis. DJ, maybe you should try your tactic. I think I've probably have tried it, DJ, the amount of tactics that I've done. And Piercy, a mortgage broker, a gap between meetings. Okay. Does that mean games of FIFA? Those kind of meetings. Junior, I want to see me, Junior, commentate a football match. You've got the ability to do so. I tell you what, Aidan Pierce is in the chat in between meetings. I know Aidan Pierce because I actually used to teach him in my former life. Piercy, I bet I've commentated on one of your sports days, haven't I, back in the day? And I think Piercy will be able to confirm there is no room for me in the world of football commentary. Working from home, Piercy, working from home. And yes, me, Junior. All right, it was me. No, Junior, absolutely no way I could do football commentary. Just because it was my dream job as a youngster and I still harbour ambitions. Just because Radio 5 Live have a sports presenter with exactly the same name as me, living the life I could have led. Do you think I lie awake at night, Junior, thinking about what could have been if I hadn't gone into teaching and instead had pursued my dream? Do you honestly think that happens, Junior? No, never. Okay, we're taking on top of the table here. Let's get our key men back into the side. Arthur Penny, sorry, Neil, if you're still there, drops to the bench. Ben Caninda is going to come in for Bailey Brown, he who jumps underneath the ball. And where's our right back? Where's Shekels? Here he is. Shekels is back in. So Minter, yep, that's our preferred back four. That's our preferred midfield. That's our strike force. I would like to get Don't Need No Alibi onto the bench for Danny Parish. Oh, by the way, this is what sparked a lot of my tactical twinkering, by the way. Tinkering, if you will. We had a formation with two strikers and an inside forward on the left, and Rakesh Bingham was playing fabulously as the inside forward. And then he got injured for an awful amount of time, 6 to 8 months. He's still out for potentially 5 months. At the age of 31, we might not see him again, so that's part of my excuse. Anyway, part of my excuse. Talis, you did that with Red Star Paris, and with a little work found that a 4-1-3-2 works nicely and is the one you have an attack and a defensive setup for. Speaking of commentary, so sad to hear of John Motton. Indeed, absolutely. Did the penny finally drop, Neil? It did, I'm afraid. Joshua, as the world's leading expert on border adventures, you are a wonderful commentator. Too kind, Joshua, too kind. And DJ, so what happened to our African Super 11? Well, DJ, we picked it. And if you have a little hunt around on Twitter, handle just below me there, scroll through my posts and you'll see our final lineup. It was quite the lineup, DJ. The midfield was stacked, by the way. Little spoiler there. Chopper Smithy, you've just got Oxford City into the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup. The limbs, I would indeed imagine. And Talis, you bought a nice 19-year-old for your Red Star save. You won't believe what happened first game. Has he broken a leg, Talis? Am I warm with that? Okay, big game, everybody. We are going out there and taking on top of the table Dulwich Hamlet. I'm not really expecting very much from this game, but we live in hope. We live in hope. Oh, goodness me. We need a good team talk. Dean Gripton. Hello, Dean Gripton. You enjoyed the latest When Saturday Comes podcast and couldn't get away how much Adrian Goldberg sounds like you. Adrian Goldberg, he's from a similar neck of the woods from me, Dean. Similar neck of the woods. I was born in, why am I thinking? Why am I having to think? Where was I born? I was born in Moseley, Dean, if you know Moseley. I imagine, Dean, you do as a blue nose. Born in Moseley, Dean, but then moved from Birmingham when I was about 4 to the other side of Redditch, Dean, out in Worcestershire, which is why my accent might be a little softer. And maybe, I moved on a black countryside, didn't I, into Worcestershire. Maybe. I'm not a boing baggy though, Dean. You can absolutely forget about that. I'm a blue nose like yourself, and welcome in, Dean. Happy weekend to you. The Llama Queen is with us. Jackie, you fabulous human being. Welcome to the weekend.
Afternoon, everybody.
Good to see you, Jackie. Hope you are very well. Talis, 20 minutes into the debut, broke a lower leg. 8 to 9 months. Standard, Talis. Standard. Joshua, Sam Matterface would never describe a centre-backs league as him rising like a triumphant squirrel. Is that something I've done? Look, relating players to woodland creatures is almost like one of my tics. So that does sound like something that I might do. Similar voice and talking style. Very pleasant, Dean. You are far too kind. Darren, is this the Dean Gripton of... it's the very same, Darren. Yeah, we're absolutely blessed that Dean's joined us. Dean's having a tough time at the moment, by the way, Darren. He's a Birmingham fan, so... it's not an easy time for us at the moment, is it, Dean? I thought we were bound for mid-table safety, and then, the blips again. Who else have we got? We've got Priyan in. Any save ideas on whom to manage in Tier 8 in the English League? Good question, Priyan. If Sheffield FC are in Tier 8, I think they are. I'd go Sheffield FC, oldest football club in the world. How's that for narrative for you? Isaac, not had much to contribute to the chat, but loving the stream. Great to see so many familiar people again. It's a joy on a Friday, isn't it, Isaac? And we're glad you are here. By the way, half-time is approaching, Isaac. We'll get the talking points going. As Bliss it's in. Tuck it away, Nath. Tuck it away. Oh, dear. God, no. Come on, Tomo. Show him how it's done. Okay, no. Liam, you still live in Birmingham. And you live in King's Standing. Busy. Llama, how is the save going? It's going okay, Jackie. We've picked up a little bit after a terrible run of form. It's not out of the question that we finish today's stream inside the playoff positions. All right. Okay, we held out. So, yeah, it's not going terrible. 6 shots, none of them on target. Not ideal. I was about to put a shout out, but we're too close to half time. Dean, saw Llama was live, had to pop in. Very kind of you. Saw me on the FMT pod. It was really good. It wasn't me, Dean, actually. There's 3 very talented people on that podcast. And I just kind of like smiled and waved like a grinning idiot. And they kind of somehow managed to bumble together a half-decent podcast out of it. If you've not seen the Football Manager Therapy podcast, by the way, they've got their own YouTube channel. Head there after this stream and you'll see little old me there. Being interviewed by Jebaroo, Rich Owens and the United City FM. And a good time was had by... well, not by all. They probably had to grin and bear it. But I had good fun. Greeno, the Black Country is where you discovered pork scratching. I've got the dry heaves. Sorry. Liam thinks Blues will be fine. Brave words, Liam, from a Villa fan there. Joshua Brown is quoting, is that Red Hot Chili Peppers lyrics there, Joshua? DJ Druska, what skin are you using? A good streamer normally has some little command that you can enter, GJ, to see the skin. I don't have that. It's the it's not called the Work the Space skin, is it? It's called something like the WTC5, something like that. But if you search Work the Space skin on a popular search engine, DJ, you will come across it. And I quite like, this is very vain of me, but I quite like the way it makes the player faces larger. There, I said it. Dean, your contribution was great. Enjoyed it a lot. Dean, you're far too kind. Are you taking in a game this weekend, Dean, by the way, in your research role for Football Manager? Are you getting somewhere interesting? Is this the second season? This is... well, I simmed one season, Dean, to get Kingstonian promoted. So that would have taken it to 23 324. So this must be 24-25. My second season playing the game, but third season of Football Manager. If that makes sense. Did I explain that semi-articulately? Tom Lennox. Now, Tom, am I right? You're from Chicago. Are you from Illinois? So you're not going to know what pork scratchings are. Chat, Greeno in particular, if you're still there, we're going to need to try and explain to one of our North American friends what pork scratchings is. Tom, I'll give it a go. If you imagine in America, Tom, would you even know what a pork chop is? If you imagine a steak, Tom, but a steak of pork, what you're going to do is you're going to cut just the fat off that, leaving no meat. And then you're going to make it so incredibly hard that if you were to bite into it, it would snap your incisors. You're then, because that is not artery clogging enough, going to smear it in salt and all kinds of other additives and flavourings, and then pop them in a little packet as if they are what you would call chips. So there you go, Tom. If that doesn't get you, well, either salivating or retching, then I don't know what will. There you go. Dean is off to the Wigan-Birmingham game. Tomorrow you go local non-league. Fabulous. You're in the Nottingham area as well. So tell us, where are you getting to, Dean? Where are you getting to? Who else have we got in? We've got Four Eyes Plays Football Manager with no gaps. That made me work hard there. Four Eyes. It's the skin like chicken skin. Yeah. But it's more grotesque than that, isn't it? Aiden, pork scratching's top tier. Basically fried pork fat. Yeah. But have gone incredibly hard. Junior's a fan. Creeno, with a bit of sophistication, brings us the US equivalent. Thank you very much. Isaac, I think they're called cracklings in the... They don't have anything like it in the US, surely. Pork scratchings, Liam. Centuries old, popular snack. I don't know how popular they are. Can have frazzles, which are all the fun and none of the dental treatments. Pokes. Pork scratchings are explained. You realise how horrendous we are for eating them. Yeah, stream took a little bit of a turn there, didn't it? Into sort of culinary snack-based... oh, Tom, you have them. Pork rinds. Tell me, Tom, the Americans don't lower themselves to eating them, though, do they? I'm just going to let you all go now, aren't you, with your talking pork scratching and pork rinds. I'm trying to get a very important win down here, by the way, as Shekels has a throw in. Here's Tomo into the box. Come on, Daniels. He's been bumped there. Oh, I thought we had a penalty. Then I thought we'd had a goal. We had neither. Fongu gives the ball away, as all good deep-lying playmakers do. And Helen Daniels is injured. Oh, Helen. The only left winger we've got on the bench is Bailey Brown, with crossing of 3. Do we bring the big man on to play on the left side of midfield as a defensive winger? He's right-footed. Oh dear. Oh dear. If that's a bad injury as well. Thigh injury. That's a couple of days, isn't it? A thigh injury? You're not still talking about pork-based snacks? Good heavens. What are we going to do then? You don't care, do you? You just want to talk about pub snacks. I'm over here trying to save our season. We can't bring Bailey Brown on. Fonguk, I know, can play. He can. Here we go. This makes sense. Half a penny, in for a penny, in for a pound. Fonguk over there. Don't want to be a winger. Be a wide midfielder. On attack. Jobs are good and Penny cannot be the playmaker, by the way. Come on, McGlinch. Save us here. Half an hour to go. Come on. Oh, no. Stanley. Cuts through like a knife. Penny. Oh, my God. He's meant to be a defensive midfielder, Penny. Honestly, he's more brittle than a pork scratching. Here, though. Tomo, back to McGlinchy. Do something magical here. No, back to greenage. Here he is, half a penny. Fongook's picked up a knock now. Oh, but he sent a beautiful ball through. Go on, Tomo. Oh, Tomo. Oh, he's crashed one in. Fongook's injured, by the way. Oh, Tomo. He is, I was about to say he's my hero, but he won't sign a new contract, so maybe he's not. What a little teasing ball that is from Fongook, by the way. Oh, that's a beauty.
What a finish! What a final! What a celebration! What a shot!
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Bailey Brown cannot play centre-back and left midfield. He's not the rat. The rat. Oh, we're in. Yeah! 2 goals. Oh, their goalkeeper's had an absolute shocker. Top of the league, Dulwich, by the way. Where's the 4-4-2 been all season? Licit. Great hold-up play from the big man. And he crosses like a winger himself. Tim Allen in goal, flaps at it. The tall man drops it. And Al Husseini. He's in. He's it. Oh, got another highlight, though. Got another highlight. What am I missing back here? Is Kai Saunders? Why did I do the there, Tallis, as well? Oh, no, they're back in the game. Tom Hughes. Why did I do the Anyway, Tallis. Is Kai Saunders a free agent in your save? He plays on the left. Don't worry. Helen Daniels is only going to be out for a couple of days. Small thigh injury. Chopper is now craving the pork scratchings. Don't blame me, by the way, Chopper. Don't blame me. That is all the chat's fault. 4 Eyes. How long did it take me to get into the Vanarama leagues? It took me no time at all because Kingstonian are in tier 7. I simulated a season, 4 Eyes, as I think I might have to make some tactical changes. I simulated a season and Kingstonian when they're promoted to the 6th tier. And I'm doing a save, 4 Eyes, where I can only take charge of clubs from the capital cities of Europe's Big 5 leagues. And so Kingstonian are one of the London boroughs, or in one of the London boroughs. No, not Danny Mills. Oh, Danny Mills, thank you. Okay, into here. So yeah, Kingstonian are in the borough of, I don't know, where are they? Sutton or something like that? Kingston upon Thames, probably, isn't it? So we took charge of them. Tallis, it was a screamer. Yeah, a bit behind the times. So I'm catching up, Tallis, catching up. That strikeout echoes of Tony Yeboah. You're a fan of Wesley Fongook at a National League level. I tell you what, Dean, if you're a fan, he must be a proper player then. Is he still at Southend? I've just recently bought him in. The chat tell me off, Dean, for signing too many players, but thank you very much. Got no game. Tomo's doing us proud. Dean, yeah, we like to play that occasionally, Dean. The return of Danny Mills, but not that one, Isaac. It's not that one. It's a different one. Richie Mahoney's going to have to come on and play as an inverted winger here. In fact, hold on. Hosseini. You can't, can you? Can you? No, you can't. You almost can. But you actually can't. So, okay, just do a job there. Let's pull you little rascals down to support. 82. Yeah, we can do that on 82, can't we? Disciplined. If we could hold on and be top of the table here, I would be borderline pleased. Although they're here again, aren't they? We've won it. McGlinchey. Here we go, Tomo. Here we go, Tomo. Work a bit. Always taking it on the instep. And then got outpaced by his man. But he's back. Cut it back. Cut it back. Nathan! It's 3-1 against top of the league. Oh, Tomo. Tomo. Oh, Thompson. Look at him. Oh, it didn't show the way he pulled it down on his instep. Then let the man overtake him, then accelerate past him. He's got the composure to pick out Blissett. Oh, liquid. Liquid football. 3-1, top of the league. We're already time wasting. Oh, thank you very much. Rook. Got to watch a lovely J-League get... Oh, hold on. Sorry, Rook. Isaac, it's Danny Mills. Not that Danny Mills, but it's Danny Mills. What happened here? I was busy basking in the win against top of the table, and then, oh, no. Who? Oh, Caninda. Oh, no. Okay, we're back up against it. Shouts. Not shouts. I didn't want oh, no. No. Ooh, okay. Pausey. Tactics. Okay, Rook. Got to watch a lovely J1 League game this morning between Shonan Bellmare and Yokohama. I was watching Central Coast Mariners against Wellington Phoenix this morning in a similar time zone to yours. John FM, bit annoyed, got mocked out. Is that knocked out? Got knocked out the last 16 of the Conference League by RZ Alkmaar with your Gibraltarian side. Oh, John, that's a heartbreak, isn't it? Joshua Brown, who's your Polish under-21 player? My Polish under-21 player, or are you replying to somebody else in the chat, Joshua? I don't have a Polish under-21 player. We're not managing it. Oh, God, what were they called? I called them Shrubbery for a long time, Joshua, and they weren't called that. Pokes, come on. What do you mean, Pokes, come on? Are you a Dulwich fan? Or am I just reading comments that were a while ago? We got changes. We are making changes. John FM, don't worry, John. I figured it out. I figured it out myself. Is this the moment where Bailey Brown comes on as an extra centre half? That sounds like a terrible thing to do, so let's do it. Tomo, we're going to need you for pace on the counter. No, don't do that, Brownie. In fact, Greenidge, come over and be the cover in the middle. Greenidge. Dean, if you're still there, report this back to SI. Why is it always so hard to get a player to move into the middle? I have it with strikers as well. Hardest thing about Football Manager, I think, is not tactics. It's getting players to move into the middle. Let's see it with Tomo. Oh, did it first time with Tomo. Did it like a pro. You're going to be a deep lying forward here, Tomo, I think. And let's get down to the cautious. Where is the full time wasting? Show me. Play out of defence. Don't go too wide. Here we go. It's the Chemical Brothers. Okay, what else have we got? You need one on the pitch at all times. Oh, those were the days, Joshua, weren't they? Those were the days. We had a great lone striker, didn't we, that came in? We've got a win, by the way, at Dulwich. That's not bad, you know. Arthur Penny even came on and got a 7. Pokes, I was reading that one late, was I? Apologies. You were celebrating one of our earlier goals. Changes with 6 minutes to go. Yes, Rook, changes with 6 minutes to go. Four Ice Blaze, been debating Paris FC or an Aktoin 16. It's probably I've done half German and half English there, haven't I? Aktoin Sächsisch München. Both of those are featured in a recent video I did. Are you hinting at having watched that Four Eyes, or is that coincidence? Nice bit of on-brand promotion if you have seen it. Wolf Tracks, we're panicking at the disco, Wolf. Welcome in, Wolf, by the way. Great to see you. Dean, yeah, it does. I'm sure it's actually just not me being a fool with the mouse, Dean. It must be some kind of bug in the game, doesn't it? I'd imagine the quality assurance guys, they're going to spend months dealing with that issue. Oh, 2 weeks. 2 weeks for a cut leg. Really, Brendan? 2 to 3 days for a bruised knee? Tell you what, Bliss, goal and an assist. Have yourself a little pat on the back, son. Go on. Get your confidence up. And we're doing all right. Anyway, we're doing all right. Here we go. We've had a good little start to the stream there, haven't we? Let me just pull up the form here. I know you can't see it. I've switched over to another screen. But what have we shown you? We've got, have we won 3-1 and 3-2 so far? Okay, so we're not exactly tight at the back, but we're doing okay. Let's do some catching up here. Peter Musa would be a good signing, Joshua Brown, by the way. I mean, I actually think he would. Got no game. Any Hull fans in the chat have thought about their owners trying to buy Dundalk? If you are a Hull fan, get in touch. Daniel Somerville, any save ideas? Welcome in, Daniel, by the way. Hope your Friday's going well. Looking for a new save after completing your adventure with the FC Eindhoven? Well, FC Eindhoven must have been fun straight away. Daniel, give us some details, Daniel. What kind of save are you looking for? If you've just had a long-term save with Eindhoven, would a cheeky journeyman be on the menu? Or are you looking for another long-term save? And if it's long-term, do you like to start off with sort of top-tier clubs or bottom-tier clubs or something in between? Please let us know. John, can you give you some advice on loans? As Phil Tufnell would say, I know nothing about loans. You'd have to be in the UK and quite old to get that reference. You're trying to loan out some of your young players to other Gibraltar sides to help the league and get them homegrown status, but nobody's taking them, even though you're offering to pay all the wages. I'm not sure I know the answer to that, John. I'm honestly not sure I know the answer to that. Mattia, currently managing... I don't think that is Melina Ballard, is it? I think it's Belina Mallard. Is it the other way round? Messing with me here, Mattia. There's no team called Melina Ballard. I'm sure it's Belina Mallard. That's a heck of a challenge, by the way, if you're managing them. KD, we're keeping our fingers crossed, are we? 7 points above second place Flamengo with 6 games to go. The fingers are crossed, KD. Let us know. Rook, loans are more of a Zealand question. I'm not sure about that, Rook, to be honest. Talis, with loans, I found they adding the younger players to the development list. Ooh, not a feature I use very often. The toughest part is the name, Mattia. It is. And Chopper just scored from a Rory Delap type throw-in and what is a hexagon challenge? So I guess that's trying to win the Champions League in all 6 different continents, is it? Ranks. I hope I'm... Like, never mind how I am, Ranks. How the dickens are you, first of all? I feel like the chat's been bubbling away all stream. But we got asked a question. I can't even remember who asked it during the last stream. But they bumbled in here and asked me what my first ever game of football was. And I was talking about how I went to watch Birmingham City play Hartlepool United back when Birmingham were a 3rd tier side. So I thought we'd get you busy this afternoon. What is the first football match you went to see live? Was it in the country where you reside? It might not have been, by the way. My middle son's first ever football match was actually watching New York Red Bulls play whilst we were out visiting his grandparents in New Jersey. So if your first match was a foreign game, well, kudos to you for that. In fact, my middle son had been to watch New York Red Bulls and had been to watch Barcelona, and I'll whisper this quietly, my middle son had actually been to watch Aston Villa play before he went to watch Birmingham City play. We've corrected that now, of course. But what was the first ever game you went to? Who was playing? What was the score? What was the atmosphere like? Would love to know your thoughts. Junior, it is Belina Mallard from County Fermanagh. Hang on. It's pronounced Ballina Mallard. Ballina Mallard. No E sound. I can't even pronounce things from Great Britain now, can I? Well, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, I should say. Ranks, MLS, where you reside. Chicago Fire versus New England Revolution. Ranks, we've got a fellow Chicagoian in the chat. What a great game. Rook, you've not been to a professional association football game, been to an LFL game, an NHL game, and I've been to an MLB game. I've never been to America at the right time, Rook, to see football or basketball. I've seen baseball. I've seen soccer. Chopper, Chelsea Wigan. Very nice. Daniel Somerville could be a fun save. Have also fancied doing a journeyman save, but not done one of those in years. I tell you what, Daniel, I don't mind a cheeky journeyman once in a while. That's what this save is meant to be. And there's so many different ways you could tweak your journeyman. What I really like the idea of, Daniel, by the way, is an island hopper journeyman. So you load up various European leagues that all have islands, like Portugal, like Spain, like Denmark, like Italy, like France. And you only take charge of clubs that are from islands. So maybe you're at OFI in Greece. Then you transfer and you're over at Mallorca next. Then you're at maybe FC Copenhagen, who I think are on an island in Denmark. Oh, that would be a great little journey, man, in my book. What else have we got? John's first game was Liverpool-Portsmouth, 2007. We've got Dean's was the Baggies versus Notts County in the Cup. Dad is a Baggie. How did you end up as a Blue Nose, Dean, if your dad's a Baggies fan? Laz went to Swindon. My second ever game, by the way, Laz, was watching Birmingham City be 4-0 up at half-time against Swindon Town. And then Swindon bought Glenn Hoddle off the bench as player-manager and won 6-4 in the second half. And even in his late 30s, Glenn Hoddle could play. Goodness me. Darren, first game was England versus USSR. An international for your first game, Darren. That sounds incredible. Four Eyes, it was Wales-England in the 2022 World Cup. First local game was a Gloucester game as a kid. Tallis or Gills on Boxing Day. That sounds nice. Greeno, took your old brother-in-law to his first ever game recently. He's an egg chaser, is he? Yate Town versus Merthyr. Well, if that wasn't enough to get him converting Greeno, I don't know what was. Liam was Villa versus the Saints. Brett Ormerod, James Beattie, Rory Delap, and Double D Dion Dublin. Dark Admiral saw Leeds Liverpool. Rook, does Japan count? Always counts, Rook. Always counts. Dean's second game was Blues versus Man City. Trev played 1974. Goodness me. Oh, what a time to have been there. Eric's first soccer game was USA-Mexico. Almost got arrested, Eric. I'm not sure you can quite leave the story there, can you? The Dave Mitchell game, he got fired. Yeah, D, were you there? I was on the cop for that game. Mattia, first game you were... Oh, Mattia, you win. Mattia wins, doesn't he? First ever game, Atalanta versus Parma. That sounds like the winner so far. Pokes, QPR versus Everton. Was that in the 60s, Pokes? Wide-eyed youngster back in the 60s. Joshua Brown, Women's FA Cup final. Chelsea spent 90 minutes playing long balls to a 5'3" striker. Hey, I won't knock that tactically. That's not something I'm opposed to. Darren's first domestic game was Newcastle 2 Southampton 1 with Mirandina. Quite one of the first Brazilians, wasn't he? Isaac, first actual season match you went to was Wimbledon versus Plymouth. Playoff final at Wembley, Isaac. Very nice. Saw some Spurs pre-season as well. Sounds absolutely glorious. We are hurtling our way towards another game, by the way. We're taking on Hampton and Richmond. Decent team, 12th. What's their form like? Unbeaten in 3. So, pretty strong. And we've got to find a left winger to play here. John, speaking of women's football, actually looking forward to it being added to FM. Something new. That would be fabulous, wouldn't it? I think it's gonna create a really vibrant new kind of avenue to play in, John, isn't it? I'd like to see some new nations added as well, John. I'd love to see some North Africa, well, any African nations added, really. That would be exciting. There's a few gaps in Europe. I'd love to be able to manage in Cyprus, without having to wait for, added databases to come out. Maybe Malta, Luxembourg. Maybe Latvia are already in there, aren't you? Estonia, Lithuania. I'd love some new leagues. Darren would like to see the Cypriot League. Well, I see Mrs. Llama is Cypriot, Darren. I've been to Cyprus a few times. Love to be able to manage in Cyprus. Chopper, give you a Saudi Arabian journey. I'd love Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon. Oh, imagine an African journey, man. That would be something. Cyprus had a Champions League quarter-finalist in 2010 and still no league in FM. Yeah, Darren, so it's there if you go and add on additional databases, but I'm never sure of the kind of reliability of those kind of databases, aren't they? So, Daniel, what have you decided then? Thinking about giving a journeyman a go. Did you... Oh, so you're chatting to KD there. Simon's first game, Stoke versus Man United or Watford versus Luton in the mid-70s. Simon, you don't look old enough. West Ham drew against Larnaca, Conference League today. Or they drew, not drew against them, they drew them. We need the San Marino League, wouldn't that be nice? Craig's first game, we'll tell you, that's a good one, Craig, isn't it? Celtic versus Accies. Do they sing You'll Never Walk Alone, or is that only for European nights that they do that? What an atmosphere, Craig. I'd imagine it's crackling, isn't it, for a big game at Celtic Park. By the way, I still call it Parkhead. Why is it now called Celtic Park, Craig? What have I missed there? What have I missed? We need a left winger, people, and I don't want it to be Bailey Brown. We don't look like we have another one at the club, which could be problematic. Ricardo German, can you do a job? Probs not. Okay, Fonguk is going to do a job for us. Arthur Penny is in. McGlinchey goes to be the playmaker. We're going to keep Bailey Brown as our backup centre-back on the bench. And then we'll bring Alex Bradley in. Bradders. Fonguk is struggling for fitness, though. Oh, that's not ideal, is it? Pendles, can you? Could you? Will you? Might you? You won't. You could. Tell you what, Pendles. Go on, son. We'll change you to a wide midfielder. What else have we got there? Do you think they could get the North Korean top division? I'd imagine not there, Chopper. I think that is a long shot. Gantavia, you've twisted your leg while playing basketball, but you are back with a yo. Good to have you back. First game was at Accies. I didn't read the rest of the message. Sorry. Didn't need to pay, jumped over the wall at the away toilets. Sorry, Craig. I didn't read the rest of the message, Craig. Didn't read the rest of the message. Got carried away, Craig. Started waxing lyrical about how great a stadium it must be at Celtic to watch a live game. Okay, we're making changes. Never goes well when we make changes, by the way. You'd think with having 48 players that I've brought in, we'd have a deep squad, but I don't know. The starting 11 seems to be a lot stronger than the rest of the team. Here we go. We're into the dressing room and we're going to say... What are we going to say? We're second in the form table, by the way. Hampton and Richmond are 17th. That sounds good. We're going to go for a little bit of revenge. Sorry, text message from Mrs. Llama. Okay, pick the kids up from school. All right, don't worry. We will have finished the stream by then. This is me living my life live, by the way. Mrs. Llama's out and about. Abdicating responsibility for her children to me. They're my children as well, but that's by the by. Here we go. We're underway. We're underway. Come on, boys. We could do with a performance here. Something big. Something to lay down a marker. Something potentially, by the way, that could get us into the playoffs. Look at us. Wealdstone in 5th. In fact, St Albans in 4th. Only 4 points ahead of us. Although we've had a very quiet first half. Here we go. Come on, Shex. The rain is pouring. Here's Tomo. That's a terrible ball. Mahoney's been booked. That's a worry. Hoodart clears long. Now, come on, boys. Oh, no. No, no, no. Ooh, well defended. Well defended. Here we go. Come on, Shex. Oh, dear. Here's the Duke. Don't bring him down. Oh. Static defending. Here's Minter. Hang on, this is not the highlight. Come on, Mints, what you got? It's gone long. Where's the big man? He's on the other side of the pitch. We're giving the ball away. It's the Duke again. Oh, God, no. They're getting in behind our right back with ease. What are we? Are we away? Am I playing too high line away from home? Get a winner. Come on, get it away. Don't bring him down. Don't bring him down. Oh, bring him down. Oh, no. Berate. I felt like we've been in good form, and then I've made changes because people are tired. Not good. Does Minter need to distribute short? He's meant to be. He's meant to be. So, what are we doing? He's meant to be distributing it to the fullbacks. I could put the centre-backs on as well. But he does. He does need to be distributing it short. Despite the fact that he has got a 6'5" forward to try and hit, he always tries to go for the shorter one. Duke McKenna, too good. Oh, don't say that, Dean. Is he going to tear us apart this afternoon? He's got a great name, Duke McKenna. Oh, look. Oh, it's all too easy for him here as well. They've got, by the way, here we go, Dean. They've got Lecco that signed for them. He's just sent the ball in. As in, oh no. As in Jonathan Lecco. He's way too good for tier 6. And who is Full of Love? What a name is that? Full of Love. Lecco. He never crossed a ball like this for Birmingham, by the way. We let 2 players run it past. There's Duke McKenna. He's in. It's not even the taller of the 2 players. Lecco at level 16, I know. I mean, many Birmingham fans will tell you that is about his level, but I mean, he is too good. Hampton and Richmond are below us in the table, by the way. We need a goal here. That's a great defensive header. Greenidge comes off the back of his own head. He's won it back and then lost it. Oh dear. It's unravelling. It's unravelling, people. Do we need a new tactic? I hear you cry. Don't tempt me. Come on, Tomo. Oh, he's been brought down. There's no penalty. Tomo got clattered. Half a penny. Here we go. We're in. Come on, same move again. Tomo. Oh, he's hit the base of the post. That's twice they got it in the same highlight. Oh. Full of Love is a new gen. Noticed him at the start. There was a kid in your school called Mark Full of Love. And the teachers did, Teen. Terrible at football as well. KD3, you would love it if your dad played FM. Do your kids play FM? Oh, KD3, they're FIFA players. The eldest likes a draft. The eldest plays me in a draft, beats me in a draft. The kids, they do like the draft feature. Thrash Arms, that was terrible. Oh, if one of those late chances had gone in. Pendlebury, we said we'd change into a wide midfielder. Did we remember to do that? Nope. You're going to be a wide midfielder. Come on. How do we get back into this game? What do we do? Richie Mahoney. Awful. Oh, I don't have enough subs to make. Darlington. You can't play there, son. Just take a hit for the team. Come on. Antavia has loaded nearly every European and South. Oh, goodness me. That must be taking something out of your machine, especially if you're down to tier 10. Does your PC wheeze? Oh, now we've got another injury. Darling is injured. Okay, Bradders. Go and be a right winger, Bradders. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. Wish I'd have known this earlier. Shex can play out on the wing, can't he? And Bradders can be the fullback. Tempo goes up. Here we go. This is where we get back into the game. The masterclass is underway. Belgium or Netherlands? Which is better? For what? Clogs? The Netherlands. Waffles? Belgium. So do not buy KD. No, we've got to get them from school. It's only the younger two. We're only going to go and pick up the younger two. It's only a short walk. Daniel, thanks for the advice. Think you're going to load all of the European leagues for a journeyman? That sounds fabulous. Start off unemployed, Daniel. No badges. No experience. See where you end up. Tell us next stream. Could be fabulous. Gantavia, your laptop is handling it well. Very good. Doesn't overheat or crash. It's the dream. Oh, in FM23, what's best to play in? I'm a sucker for Belgium. It would be the Netherlands, but it only goes down 2 tiers, and I like a lower league save. So tier 3 in Belgium for me. Well done, you did yourselves proud today. Goodness me. Okay, we're still outside the playoffs. KD3, wishing Daniel fun. We all do, Daniel. Report back next stream. Tell us what club you've landed at. Would love to know. We're 1 point outside the playoffs. Tantalisingly close. We've still got time for a couple more in this stream, though. I don't want to see the staff. I want to see the schedule. That's our first defeat after 4 wins. That's our first defeat in 6. Now we travel away to Dorking. Dorking are the side who knocked us out of the playoffs last year. Is that right? Oh no, we beat Dorking in the playoffs. Then we got knocked out by Braintree. Okay. We could beat Dorking. This could be a thing. Darling is out for 2 months, Darling. Broken toe. Just put a splint on that, don't you? Come on, Darling. Here we go. Oh, we got a bit of a gap. 13 days. We could do with a win in the next one. Let's speed our way through this. Come on. Dorking are 15th. We are 8th. If we could squeak a win, we could be back in the playoffs. It's a while since we've seen being in the playoff positions. Could do with a win. Could do with a win. Whilst we're playing through some games, let me know, by the way, if you haven't already, who your side are in action against this weekend. Tell us if you're going to a live game this weekend at whatever level. If you're like me and you're very, very old and you've got children and they're playing this weekend, let me know if you're going to a kids game. Always a joy. Unless you get asked to run the line, and then not so much of a joy. Digi's with us. Did you show up at the end, Digi? You absolutely did not show up at the end, Digi. You are here right on time. Milan versus Atalanta, Mattia. Atalanta have got Ademola Lookman. That's right, isn't it? 3rd top scoring Englishman in Europe's top 5 leagues. Who saw that coming? Swindon versus Harrogate. Are you going for Ice to Swindon versus Harrogate, or are you not making it this weekend? Where does Swindon play? Is that the county ground? Is that Swindon? Scoring a lot this season. You're absolutely right, Matty. He is having a very good season. AFC Wimbledon have got Stevenage. 3 out of the last 4 matches have been against teams in the top 5 spots, but you're doing very well, aren't you? Gasparini's working his magic, as Gasparini does. And we, I can see, have also started doing the general training again. I'm not sure I'm keen on that. Where is the training? Here we go. Calendar. Let's get back to the proper training. Here we go. Week 1. Week 2. Week 3. That'll get us to the end of the stream, I think. It's like we've got some tough games coming up as well. Dark Admiral. Oh, Dark Admiral's going to a game. Leeds versus the Saints. Dark Admiral, have Saints got a manager now? Have they bought one in? Are they looking at a Spanish manager? Oh, hang on. Craig. Read the rest of the message, Craig. There we go. Southampton with a new manager. There you go, Llama. If you actually read the full message, they answer the questions you're busy asking there. So, yeah, Saints are surely going to win. New manager bounce. Well, they didn't get that with Nathan Jones, though, did they? Gantavia is going to be watching Leicester Arsenal tomorrow. Especially after Barca had lost your opening, hoping for an Arsenal win. Craig, I'm going to read the full message here, Craig. Celtic Rangers Cup final on Sunday. There's a game. Those 2 rivals, Craig. No, Leeds have. Oh, Leeds have got the new manager, have they? Okay. Tom Lennox. David Brent is the best manager Swindon ever had. Indeed. Best manager Slough ever had as well. They didn't appreciate him. Leeds have got a new manager. Of course they have. So does that mean the Saints are managerless? Just a bit of it's a friendly rivalry, isn't it, though, Craig? Oh, good-natured hijinks. Isaac, Ruben Sellers is the new Southampton manager. Okay, so they've both got new managers. It's the new manager derby. We're approaching that Dorking game, by the way. Here we go. Let me just see. Dean Gripton, your 15-year-old twin daughters have a tough game this Sunday. Lowdham Town under-16s, 4th in the Nottingham. 4th. League Division 2. They're at home in the cup against Mansfield Town under-16s. Why are Mansfield Town entering teams? I hate it. Local clubs near me do that. Rushden Diamonds enter a team in our local league. We're all village bumpkins. And we have to go and play Rushden Diamonds. Mansfield are a Div 1 team who we haven't played for a few years, as they are much better than us. Probably run the line. Oh, it's tough, isn't it, Dean, when you get asked to run the line? One of the joys of having an elder son now is that I take him with me to watch the youngsters. And whenever they get me to run the line, I can just pass the flag his way for a bag of Rolos, and he does it on my behalf, which is nice. Yeah, good luck to them, Dean. I tell you what, Dean, what if they were to pull off a victory? What if they were to pull off a victory and beat Mansfield? You'd be on the pitch, wouldn't you? You'd be stopping you running on. Good luck to the Twins. By the way, Dean. Twins have got to be hard work, haven't they? 15-year-old twins. God, when they were whippersnappers, that must have been a lot of work. Just as you get one to sleep, the other one's up, aren't they? Goodness me, twins. 3 kids, Dean. I couldn't imagine having twins on top of that. Here we go then. Game day is upon us. We're going to send our assistant to do the press conference. Dorking Wonder is a 50, which you'd think on the face of it sounds winnable. But we've now got players missing, a few injuries. They're mounting up. Will Greenidge pulls a 5.55 in training. Thanks for that, Will. Where's that? I mean, showed a lot of faith in you, bringing you into the club. You've shown me absolutely nothing in training so far. Here we go. We need a win. We're playing 15th and then 22nd. 6 points would be the order of the day. And then I am convinced we could... Oh, it's all right. It's competitive. 6 points and I think we could be touching the playoffs here. Here we go. We need to make sure we get the lineup right. What do we got? Mahoney was terrible, so out he comes. Brendan Daniels. Oh, you beautiful man. You're back from injury, so that's beautiful. Fonguk back in for the penny. That's beautiful. We could bring out Bradders. We could get the penny farthing back in. Darling out for... What do we do? Somebody with some pace. Let's go old school. Let's get Lewis Salmon. Greeno, what's this? I once got headbutted running the line in your Portsmouth Sunday League side in the 90s. You'd flagged for an opposition player being offside. It was a good 2 to 3 yards on, but hey. Have we given up on the Salmon? We've not given up on the Salmon. During my many tactical tinkerings, he did come in and, all right, he's got 4 goals in 7 starts. And I do like his off-the-ball movement of 15. So we've not given up on him. Let's say that we were giving him an elongated rest, shall we? Which means that he's going to be, well, he's got no match sharpness at all. But he's going to be eager today. He's going to be eager. Shackelford, Greenwich, Kaninda and Brown we like. Daniels, McGlinchey, Fonguk, Al-Husseini we like. Tomo and Blissett up front. If you've got it, cross it. Here we go. Oh, Dean, don't say Salmon's outperforming his XG as well. Is that a good thing, Dean? If you outperform your XG, you really should be in the side. Okay. Oh, I'm not getting the response I want here from the old team talks either. Why, when I tell my midfielders that I have faith in them, that the defenders that liked my previous praise of them go back to being complacent? What's that about? And now when I tell the strikers, Raheem Shackelford's back again. What's that about there? Just notice Shaq Coultas inside, former Spurs youth team player. Okay, 4 goals and his XG is 3.99. Oh, recent form, 4 wins and a defeat versus a team that are down in 15th. Come on. Come on. We believe, don't we? Here we go. Come on, UKs. We could get into the playoffs here. Here we go. Daniels, near post, Greenidge, 10 yards over. It was a sighter. We're just letting Dorking know that we mean business. 3 shots, early doors. Here is Shekels. Come on. Back to Greenidge. He's gone long to Tomo. He's not gone long to the player that's 6'5". He's gone long to the player that's 5'8". We lose the ball in midfield. We're getting broken on. They're in behind our oh, goodness sake.
Do I not like that? So goal.
I'm being punished for sticking with the same tactic for 5 games straight. I mean, who's he run off the back of there? So Kalinda, I mean, there's no danger there. There's no danger there. There's no danger there. You just stick out a foot. And then there's danger. And, oh, Minter. Oh, likes or dislikes? Afternoon likes. Good to see you in. Got no game. Salmon is like Park Ji-sung. Only appears for the big games. 4 shots, 1 on target. XG of 0.5. We're a goal down. But Shex has got other ideas. Into Blissett. And here's the Shex. Great ball in. Tomo doesn't even jump. McGlinchey has a side-footed effort. Has Tomo got in there amongst 3 players, including the goalie? It's ruled out, isn't it? Ah, he's fouled somebody. Thompson put his hands on Winter. Not Jeff Winter, the referee. That would be terrible. Shackelford. Blissett. Come on, we're back in this. Oh, Blissett. Make it stick, will you, son? I mean, this is why we play him as a pressing forward, because he just cannot play as a target forward. Despite having jumping reach to 17, the ball does not stick. Come on, Rafe. Here we go. McGlinchey, the metronome. Oh, he's hit the bar with a curling effort. Oh. They're in behind our... Oh, sorry, Dean. Sorry, Dean. They're in behind our... Oh. Terry, is there a way to make your forwards press the keeper more? There is. It would rely on me asking him. Let me show you, Terry. Let me show you what I've done. So in the old opposition instructions, if we highlight all of the opposition players down here, and then we go on this little column here and click on this little 2 dots and an arrow button, you'll see all the players that I'm pressing. And I'm not triggering the press on the goalkeeper, but if I tick this, we will trigger the press on the goalkeeper. So, well, let's give it a squirrel, shall we, Terry, and see if it helps. Shackelford on the ball. Greenidge. He goes long way too often, Greenidge. Oh, good winning of the ball back, though. Here's Al Husseini. Just drive, son. Don't take it that early. Just drive. Oh, I feel like we're dominant in this game, and that one move by Dorking has put them ahead at the interval. And I need to say something inspirational. I think we've been unlucky. You've done nothing wrong, apart from the terrible defending. Point the finger. I want to see a better half. That's inspired them. Is the time right to bring on the salmon? It could be. We've now got 2 tiddlers up front, so we'll have to get the low crosses going. But the salmon is on. Daniels back from injury, playing poorly. Shex at right back, playing poorly. Body language, not brilliant. Early shout, demand more. Salmon, terrible body language. He's only just come on the pitch. Pretty. Get up. Get up again. Okay, here we go. This is it. It smells like the moment. I can sense destiny. I can almost taste it in the air. What a terrible ball. What a terrible ball. Here's Jeff Winter. Brett Anderson. Priti Patel. Here we go. We want it back again. Here we go, Tomo. Why are we launching it to Tomo? Come on. Get down the line. Shex. Play him in now, Shex. Here we go. Cut it back. Low. Oh, God. No. Win it again. Come on, McGlinchey. Get him playing again. Here's Fonguk. Salmon. Oh, I was going to say don't shoot from there. He has. Terrible bit of goalkeeping. We're back in the game. Here we go. 1-1. The salmon. So Dean. There you go. Wolf Tracks. Is salmon out of favour? Not anymore, no. First name on the team sheet. Terrible, terrible decision to shoot from there. And a Tom Watson in goal. Goes down. Gets a paw on it. Pushes it into his own net. Let's see some more. Come on. Let's encourage them now. Body language is great. Tomo's playing a 6.4. Okay. Tomo. Why are you playing a 6.4? Go and do something different. Spin into the channels. Daniels, Helen Daniels, playing terribly. Do we make another change? Al Hosseini for Helen Daniels. Switch that over. Helen Daniels is going to be a wide midfielder. Mahoney is going there. This is going to get us the winner. Here we go. It was a terrible shot, wasn't it, likes? Switch Sheck with someone else for high. For right wing. Al Hosseini can't pass if I remember rightly. What? And get Sheks on the right wing. Wolf, if I'd have read that comment. A Sousson earlier. That sounds like fabulous advice that I would have acted upon. We're going attacking. Get me a goal in injury time. Now. No. Oh. We've drawn against a very poor team there. I keep giving really aggressive team talks as well, which is not helping morale. It's the wrong thing to do. But it's cathartic, isn't it, to press that button? Just to bark at them for their ineptness. And we're a full win outside the playoffs. We're not ending the stream in the playoffs. Oh, we're no better off than when we started the stream, people. Oh, I tell you what, when we come back for Monday, jury's out on whether we're playing the end of the season on Monday or whether I've whizzed through to the start of next season because we've dropped like the proverbial stone back down the table and I'm just going to kick off the next campaign. I'd like to be moving clubs during this pre-season, but I can't see it. The board are turning us down for every coaching badge that we ask for, something to do with me running up debts of almost 360,000. So that's a problem. So we've only got one coaching badge in 2 seasons at Kingstonian. We've not had a sniff of a trophy, so there's no boosts in our reputation. There's no way we're getting a better job than what we've already got. Wolf, maybe time to abandon ship. Well, financially it is. Dean, this season isn't over. Oh, it feels over, Dean. Oh, there's a lot of football to be played. Those 2 results have deflated me. I still think I need to bring in another couple of players. JM Thoughts is with us. Afternoon.
Evening, everybody.
JM Thoughts, a man that knows this level of football well. Won the playoffs. Not so much on winning anything. Just as it looks like we're going to get back in contention to qualify for the playoffs. Again, we throw in a couple of poor performances, JM. Our mood is lightened by your arrival, though. Welcome in, young man. I'm guessing we're calling it the weekend now, aren't we? Meeting's done. Are we calling it, JM? I'm sure you can duck out early this afternoon. Tell your boss I give you permission. I mean, that's a cast iron guarantee there. Kingstonian have their limitations. One of them is the person managing, I would say, JM. I think that would be the popular opinion. They have their opinions. This is the toughest league in Football Manager, I promise. It's the toughest league. If you've watched any of my YouTube series over recent years, you say, I don't have a problem getting out of lower divisions when I'm playing abroad. Capegboro Steel flew up the leagues in Spain, was able to put together a great team, but honestly, the Vanarama National and the Vanarama Regionals are the toughest leagues in all of Football Manager, maybe along with the Championship when you're managing a small club. That's impossible as well. Dean, home game against a bottom 4 team. Sounds so easy, doesn't it, Dean? Sounds so easy. JM Thoughts. Take tomorrow off. Going to go and see Big Tony J. Give him my regards. York City. Isaac. Wonder if there have been any weird results in the Llama metaverse this season. Yeah, we won a game. That was weird. Where is Nom? Whoa. Likes or dislike? What do you mean, when you need him? When did we ever need Nom? Riding on my coattails he's been since FM20. I brought him back in from the cold for FM23. Remember, he was in a Mongolian penitentiary when I found him. I made him what he was. A Hollywood star and burgeoning Football Manager. I took him under my proverbial wing, taught that boy everything he knows, and then he goes and ditches me and becomes Slovenian second division manager of the year. Okay, granted. We've got a bit of a pause here. It's a January the 31st thing. I think the rest of the world is engaging in some kind of transfer deadline day shenanigans. They're keeping us waiting for the Dover game. Dean thinks this is going to be a morale-boosting victory to end the stream. Dean, I do hope you're right. Banbury United. Oh, so we just bought the salmon in out of the cold, and now clubs are coming in for him. We'll call our jets on the salmon. We'll call our jets. Yeah. We're gonna keep the salmon. I'm starting him against Dover. I'm afraid old Nathan is getting a little bit old up front. He's staring his 35th birthday right in the face. And for a big target man, he doesn't hold the ball up well, so we're going to drop him. We're going to drop him. Here we go. We're not going to change formation. That will happen off stream. Nuneaton makes Salmon an offer. No. No. Please. He's just forced his way back in. Dean, hey, we all wish we were staring at our 35th. I'm staring the big 4-3 in the face. Couple of months to go. The big 4-3. It's the beginning of the end. I jest. The end was ages ago. Okay, let's get him in there. Salmon, you're in. Pressing forward. Do I rotate these two little scoundrels? Because we've got good teamwork and work rate on Tomo. Well, I think's gone off the boil a bit, hasn't he? He's not scored in 2 games. All right, he was on a fairly decent run before that, but 2 poor performances. Do we pep things up? Salmon is the poacher, not the quickest. Off the ball movement of 15. I mean. What do you mean whinging about 43? 46, you feel 86? Darren, you don't look a day over 29 though. Whereas I look several days over 43. We've got more things to think about, haven't we? Have we got any? We don't have any. No tired players. That looks all right, actually. Anything we want to bring off the bench? I'm half tempted to make a change in goal, you know. Stats. Whoever clicks on that. Yeah, we're on a poor run from Melvin Minter. Do you know what? I'm rotating the goalkeepers. Adam Hayton. In out of the cold. Dean, you're not well past 35, are you? You had those twins young, and we all know it. Teenaged father. Lewis Salmon. He's going to have a good game, isn't he? Here we go. Come on. Final game of the stream now. Final game of the stream. Here we go. G the boys up. Hungerford have had their game postponed. Are they ahead of us in the table? They're not. They're well below us. We're looking out for Hampton, Well, in fact, we need a whole lot of teams to lose, don't we? All right. Too many to mention. All tracks. You're going to hop on a plane, go and buy flat caps, and wear them with our specs and look like we're still... I already do look like I'm 60, Wolf. Wolf, you're not even 40 yet, are you, Wolf? You still starting your age with the first digit of a 3. You have youthful good looks, as all North Americans do. It's very galling for people this side of the Atlantic, with our terrible teeth and our deep wrinkles. I'm happy with that team. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. We're confident. We're in buoyant mood. We just need to G the players up with a rousing little speech. Here we go. Let's pump the fists and say what? The fans expect to win. Don't let them down. No response whatsoever. Honestly, I may as well not even enter the dressing room. Come on, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. We've got this. Players are out. Here they come. And we're underway. Come on. I'd like a 3-0 victory. A 4-0 victory. I want to be 3-0 up at half time. And here they come with an attacking throw-in. And it's in the box. And we're almost 1-0 down after 6 minutes. Okay. But that's it. They fired their warning shot. Oh, they're 21st as well. 4 shots. 1 on target. Here we go. Come on, Shekels. Swing it in. Helen Daniels. Yes, Helen Daniels. Oh, it was ugly. Granted, Shekels, far post. They're defended ducks. Not sure why. Helen Daniels there. Volleys it home. We're a goal up. 2 before half-time. Here we go. Unconventional, but we'll take it. Here's Rafe. Tomo. Salmon. No. Willie Nelson playing in midfield for him. No, that's offside, ref. That's offside. Oh, it's not offside. Oh, goalkeeping. Who brought that goalkeeper in? Who brought that goalkeeper in? Oh, that's poor. Would Minter have made that error? Oh, he's had a nibble there. That was nearly a penalty. Caninder had a good old nibble. Candy. Oh, it's gone through the defender's legs and Hayton. Oh, he's flapped at it. His wrist collapsed on him. Shouts. Demand more. These boys are in the relegation zone. 4 eyes. My thoughts exactly. They've had 2 efforts this entire game and they're still level with us. Oh, and the Salmon's playing. Oh, both the strikers are playing poorly. Okay, look, don't judge me. If I do that, you're going to say, are we back to playing exactly the same formation we were at the start of the season? The answer to that could be yes. But I'm not interested. The Salmon. Bring on the big man. I'm going to trust you as a target forward. Make me proud. Delivery into the box. Quick delivery. Let's do it. Come on. We can't end this. We're not done a team talk. Keep going. Let's try and be positive. Shall we? Sorry, Darren, about the Bergkamp. Sorry. Somebody asked for it. I can't even remember who, Darren. We need some new alerts, I think, don't we? Salmon's on a 6.4. That's poor. Expedia to Jeff Winter. Willie Nelson. Caninder's won the ball. Not to besmirch your management skills, but 41 games into your season. I'm not reading that out, Greeno. Oh, good Lord. The target forward. He's not even facing the right way to win the header. I mean, what can you do as a manager? What can you do? So you've played a long ball upfield. You've brought on a 6'5" player as a target forward. The ball's falling to him and he's facing the opposite direction. So he's either planning some kind of scorpion through ball to his mate, or he just doesn't even know what day it is. The defender is already up, so you'd think he can look there. And even if you have got dragged into facing the wrong way, you should be able to look at the centre half and go, hold on a second, is the ball in the area because the player I'm stood next to has jumped? No, he's got tunnel vision, eyes on the goalkeeper. It's just, isn't it? Then Martin Brundle plays it through. Willie Nelson, 2-1. Oh. Well, bother. Lewis Salmon. Oh. Right. Richie Mahoney, you've got finishing 5. Oh. Have we not moved Blissett over to be the target forward? Is that possibly the problem? I don't know. Plays with back to goal. Plays with back to goal. How do you look the wrong way when the ball's falling if you play with your back to goal? Riddle me that. Riddle me that, Nathan Blissett. I don't know what else we can do. Wing backs. Can I go any higher? Can I not go any? Can I not press any higher than that? Oh. All right. We're looking for 2 goals in half an hour. Otherwise, we're looking for a new tactic again, I think. He's back to his own goal. Yeah, but he didn't have his back. Yeah, well, yeah, sorry. He plays with his back to his own goal. And you're right, got no game. Here we go, though. Here's the equaliser, at least. Here's the target forward. Now trying to play as a left winger. And oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, good Lord. Lordy, look at the XGs as well. Oh, I ask you. I ask you. Here's Lou Vakari over on the left-hand side. Willie Nelson is everywhere. Ashley Judd. Oh, it's 3. Sweet game for Candy. Salmon would have buried that. Oh. Craig, time for the job centre. Oh, Craig, who's going to have us? We're going to end up at some other newly promoted side, aren't we? Like Enfield or Hendon Town. Oh, JM Thoughts. I tell you what, I'm chanting it myself. JM. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. Helen Daniels. Oh, at least Helen's trying. 3-2. 3-2. Hang on. It's not over.
And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Here we go. It's on. 2 goals, 6 minutes, plus stoppage time. Oh, Mattia, I know. How many replays do you need? Come on. More. Give me more. What do we want? Demand more. Here we go. Equaliser. Carly Lloyd. We've won the ball back. No. Jeff Horsfield. What's he doing out of the right wing? Okay, here we go. Hayton. Greeno rates Hayton. Can't get rid of him fast enough. Oh, dear. Come on. Here, come on. Fonguk. Here we go. Helen Daniels having a great game. Spreads the play. Al Husseini to Mahoney is offside. Call it off. Offside. He's not offside. Oh, it's just wasted. Oh. And Martin Brundle. Oh, Rocky Baptiste. Close him down. Chase him. Oh, Lordy. Who's that ambling back there? It's right, hang on a second. No. Hold on a second. Hold on one tiny darn diddly moment. Greenwich. We're going to watch Greenwich get outpaced by Baptiste. Can't catch him. Jogging. Hasselhoff in the opening scene of Baywatch. Gives up. Baptiste fires it home. No. I mean, just no. No. Because I'm going to show you Greenwich. Right. Skip. Into the tactics. Greenwich. Acceleration 15. In tier 6. I mean, I'm not having it. Opposition. Where is this Baptiste character? All right. Potentially acceleration 18. Okay. Greenwich out. Give Llama the vote of confidence. Got no games giving me the vote of confidence. Darren Taylor, Llama out. Okay. We're in trouble here, aren't we? Oh, just get me out of this. We're losing 4-2 to Dover. Oh, it's just... Look at the ratings of the players as well. It looks like they've played well. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm just throwing it. It's all going to turn red. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's hard ending an FM session when you're winning. Llama's just setting it up for Monday's stream. Good forward thinking. It's not a long con, Eric. Ranks on with you. Greenage out. Oh, good Lord. So we're now 6 points off the playoffs. How many games do we have left? Plenty. It's a 46-game season, 13 games remaining. What's that? 39 points left to play for. We could still finish the season on almost 90 points, but... I mean, there's a Friday stream for you. We bounced into it with such buoyant optimism, I think. Oh, and it went flat, didn't it? It went flat. What expectations are the board wanting? Likes? They're only wanting mid-table, but I don't know. Dean, probably just need a point to ensure you stay up, Dean. I'm not even banking on that right now. Llama for the drama says ranks. Look, as terrible as the football manager has been. An awful performance managerially. I'm sure you will agree. It's been a beautiful stream. So many of you jumping in and becoming channel members at the start. Quite frankly, it means that I'm bouncing into the weekend with a pep in my proverbial step. And I thank you very much for it. We've had 40 of you on average again during this stream, which is just incredible. Finding us all the way over here on little old YouTube. You are absolute heroes, one and all. Whoever your teams are playing, I hope they win this weekend. I hope you have a fabulous couple of days with your families. And if you've got the stomach for it, I shall see you on Monday, and we'll see what the next few games of the season bring.